Hi, welcome to Mad English TV. In this episode, I want to talk about mistakes. Are mistakes good or bad? What do you think? Well, obviously, mistakes are bad, right? If this girl is riding her bike and she falls off and breaks her arm, that's really bad, right? Or look at this guy. If he says something and he makes a mistake with his speech and she doesn't understand what he's saying and there's a miscommunication, well, then that's really bad, right? Miscommunications are bad. We want really good communication, smooth communication, easy to understand, all right? If you say something and it can mean this or it can mean this, then it's called ambiguous. The word ambiguous, and you don't want communication that's ambiguous. You want communication that's very easy to understand. So if you make mistakes in your English, that's bad, right? But mistakes are how we learn, right? This is how we learn. We learn something, then we make a mistake. And then we learn and we make a mistake. And we learn from that mistake and we keep improving, right? So mistakes are actually great. If you're making lots of mistakes in your English learning, that's great. Keep making a lot of mistakes because that's how we learn. That's how I learn. The problem comes when you stop learning and you keep making the same mistakes over and over again for the rest of your life. And that's called fossilization. Right, I'm going to explain the term fossilization. Here are some fossils. Okay, there's a dinosaur fossil. Here's a fossil of a worm or some sort of a sea creature, I don't know. And here's a fish fossil. Okay, these fossils are never going to change. That's why they're so old. And these fossils might be thousands and thousands of years old. Okay, and that's the same with your mistakes. If your mistakes become fossilized, that means they're never going to change. And that's really bad. Okay, look, you learned a little bit of English and then you stop learning and you're making the same mistakes for the rest of your life. Okay, so how can you prevent fossilization? Well, I want to give you a few tips. All right, tip number 1, ask a native English speaker to help you. In my experience, native English speakers will never correct someone who's trying to learn English. They'll never do it. I don't know why. Maybe they don't want to be rude, or maybe they don't want you to feel ashamed, okay? But if you want to keep learning English, a great way to do that is to ask native speakers to help you. I want you to say, hey, I'm really trying to improve my English. I don't want to make the same mistakes for the rest of my life. Could you correct me when I make mistakes in English? It'll really help me learn. If you say this to your native English speaking friends, I think they're really going to help you. And this is a great way to prevent fossilization. Okay, tip number 2, copy native English speakers. Now, I've made this really easy for you. I have a new series of videos on my channel called Relax and Repeat. Okay, it's really easy. All you do is repeat everything I say. Okay, and I talk like a native English speaker because I'm a Canadian, I'm a native English speaker. So in those videos, I talk really slowly and I give you a chance to repeat everything I say. Okay, for example, my first lesson on the Relax and Repeat series is about camping. You have a chance to listen to what I say about camping and you imagine telling your friend, I love going camping with my family. All right, so tip number 3, keep studying English. It's really easy. If you stop studying, you're gonna stop learning. So just keep learning a little bit every day. Keep watching my videos, keep doing the homework, and little by little, you'll achieve perfection. Well, maybe not perfection. I mean, my English isn't perfect, but my English is pretty good, okay? So you'll get to the point where you can relax and speak very freely without making any mistakes. All right, so time for homework. Tell me about a mistake that you made and how it helped you learn. And I'm gonna do this homework too. I'm going to tell you about a mistake I made and how it helped me learn. And I'm going to post it down there in the comments, just like you, okay? I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.